Today we're going to talk about work-life balance, but before we do that, let me show you something utterly amazing. Aiden, come and put your coat on.
I can do it now.
Let's see, let's watch this. Okay, let's see, put your arm in there.
And I was
See you, Mummy. See you later, alligator. We're off to school. Bye.
Bye.
My routine has changed so much. Now every morning I take my son to school and we plan our day, what we're going to do together.
At the end of his road.
Okay, good to know. That's really good to know. But when I was in my 20s and 30s, all I thought about was work. And I often reflect on whether that was wrong or that was right. And I think that's what I want to talk a little bit about today with you guys and see if we can get to the bottom of what is work-life balance. My overarching feeling is there's no such thing, but I think there's more to it than that. So let me get my son to school and then we can talk about this. So just dropping my son off at school now, and he's going to have his routine and I'm going to have mine. What are you looking forward to about school today?
My daddy dropping off after school.
Do you mean your daddy picking you up after school?
Yeah.
That's what you're looking forward to? Oh, I love you. Can I have a kiss?
No.
I love you. You're such a good boy.
Bad.
You'll watch this video later and you'll find out I took you to school every single day and I picked you up. How exciting is that?
But one day, Mommy picked me up.
That's true. Some days Mummy picks you up because, you know, routine is all about flexibility, isn't it? Oh, did you just do a little fart?
That's always happening in all of the stories.
That's true. You're always doing little farts in all the stories, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, I love you. So that's my first task of the day done. Got my son to school. Now I'm off to the gym. When I was 20, I used to work all the time. And my routine's so different to the one I have now. Waking up often at 6 AM, going to bed at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and doing nothing but work. I can remember getting judged for that in my 20s and even in my 30s, with people often telling me that, you know, I had no life and that I should get a life. And I remember even when I used to hire people my own age to join me, quite often they would think I was crazy. Why was I not out partying or enjoying being young? Was often a saying that was thrown at me. And the funny thing is, I really enjoyed working. I really enjoyed building things. I still do. But you get judged by society's expectation of what you're meant to be doing. And therein lies what I think is the problem. We're all different. There is no correct path. My path, my belief, is that when you're young, you should work hard. I just dropped my son off at school, and most of the people that are dropping him off at school are either, there are other kids being dropped off are either by nannies or by mums, rarely by dads. And I think in part that's again a societal system that's being created, and I love the idea of stages. I don't want to be working hard now when I have a son, when I have other priorities like I'm going to the gym now. These are the things I want to focus on. There's some other points I want to make about this whole work-life balance thing, but I'm gonna do a workout, so join me and then we can talk about a couple of important elements that I think I've learned over the years and I think could be useful to you today. So come on, join me at the gym. Doing this video blog is kind of similar to my point around work-life balance. While I'm doing this video blog, I am working out, I'm taking my son to school, I'm making things connect with each other. And I think that's one of the biggest things that people don't do enough. They don't make their work and their life the same thing. That's been my experience. If you get that right, everything else falls into place. Just keep working out. So I've come to the conclusion that the word work needs to be redefined. It's almost like a negative word, isn't it? Oh, it's, you know, work having kids, or it's work going for a workout. You know, these things are meant to be pleasurable. Work is meant to be pleasurable. It's not meant to be a negative word. It's almost like retirement is an escape from work. And that's why I think retirement is obsolete. And I've talked about this in previous videos, but I think ultimately my view is that you shouldn't follow the system. The system will tell you that there's a certain path you must take from when you start learning to the time you retire. I think that's not only obsolete, it's also wrong. You know, work is fun, and if it's not, do something else. And as soon as you realize that, I think work-life balance becomes super easy. If you found my insight useful today, please give me a like or a comment. I'd really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm share this bit of insight with other people, so it would mean a lot to me. And if you think that anyone out there needs to listen to this point about making sure that work is something enjoyable, and maybe hit the share button and let them know to watch this and see if it can subtly remind them that life's for living, and we have a very short amount of time on this planet. Better make the most of it. Thanks folks, see you next time.